Hi, my name is Cory Bergeron, and you are watching Cory Bergeron Recordings. Routinely, I'll have bands hit me up looking to make a full-length record. Now, I don't always have an issue with this, surprisingly, but if it's your band's first release, or even second or third, depending on your band's specific situation, it may not be wise to jump into creating a full-length record. Here are a couple reasons as to why it may not be the best plan of action. Number one, your band probably has minimal experience. As for anything in life, the way to get great at something is to do it a lot, fail, learn from your failures, and then do it again. Repeat this cycle thousands of times and eventually you will become great at whatever it is that you want to do. This is very simply how you gain experience. Let's face it, your first attempt at strumming a bar chord probably didn't sound very pretty. The first song you ever wrote probably wasn't a hit, and the likelihood of your first album hitting the big time isn't very likely either. On top of this, it's the norm for artists and bands to release a new album every 2 years, and in this current climate, bands don't have a very long shelf life, so this doesn't give you a lot of time to fail. If you don't have the opportunity to fail often, it's going to be tough to get the experience to create an album worth listening to. Now picture this, instead of recording an album, you record a single. The amount of experience you will gain from focusing all your energy into creating one song will impact every single song you write after. Your band will have a better understanding of its strengths and weaknesses both individually and as a group. You will be one step closer to identifying your band's sound, and you will understand the process and how your songs translate on the recorded medium. Every musician will tell you after they've worked with an experienced producer that they are a better musician, a better writer, and a better performer. So that's number one, it takes experience to make a great album. Alright, so let's talk about number two, which is the reality that you have no fans. Get this, you are quite literally investing in and creating a product that has zero demand. Yes, your parents and close friends will listen to your music once or twice, but they do not count as real fans. What is the most valuable thing that everybody has? Their time. I've even seen established bands having a difficult time to get their audience to listen all the way through their new album. Getting 30 to 40 minutes of someone's undivided attention in this day and age is a difficult task. You are not only competing with other musicians out there when it comes to trying to get someone to listen to your music, you are quite literally competing with everything. Now going back to what I said previously, instead of releasing an album, picture releasing a single. If I'm a listener, I'm much more inclined to listen to one song than have the overwhelming task of listening to an entire album front to back. Now if you nail the single, as a listener, I'll be left wanting more, and this is the position that you want to be in at all times. And just like that, you have created a fan, and now, when it comes to making your next release, which might be an EP, or maybe an album depending on where you're at, you now have demand for your product. That's good. This ties into my last point, number three, which is, do you know how to market an album? Odds are no, and what's really fascinating about this is the game is always changing. Yes, you can go and buy, I guess, an Instagram sponsored post or Facebook sponsored post, but that will only get you so far. Tying back to one of the first points I made, if you're able to release more music, you have more experience releasing music, seeing how the world around you consumes it, and you're able to learn from that and apply it to the next time you release music, so on and so forth, and then you will gradually get better at doing it and have a more focused plan of attack. So if you put all your eggs in one basket, you try and create an album and hope that the next day you're going to be a rock star, you'll probably be disappointed. Now with this all being said, as a producer, my success is your success and your success is my success. Instead of making a quick buck and working on an underwhelming album, which will lead the band to fizzle out in the short term, I would rather start smaller, maybe by doing a single, another single, an EP, and then maybe consider doing an album after the artist or band has gained experience creating music, becoming a better songwriter, releasing music, learning how the whole world works and how their fans consume music, how they've learned to create fans, and so on. The honest truth is, it's fun to work on great music, it's fun to work on music that people are going to listen to and consume. Anyways, that is my video. I've had 3 people hit me up in the last month that want to do full-length records where I think it is probably wise to take a different approach. So I figured I'd make this video so it's an easier way of me explaining to them. Again, I am on the artist side. The reason why I'm saying all this is because I want the best for the artist. So I figured I'd try and collect my thoughts and put it into a video. This is the end of the video. If you're interested in joining a Facebook group with musicians, producers, engineers, whatever, I have a link down below. Feel free to join. Please leave a like on the video. Comment what you think of it, and subscribe and all that stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.